Hello guys and welcome back to the new KSP update. This is 0.23.5 and today we have the amazing implementation of the Asteroid redirect mission. So first off, let's go ahead and check out our profiles. It's a quite interesting thing. So what I noticed is that all my old profiles before this new update, they don't seem like I've only seen 2 asteroids in my old profile here. I haven't checked my other profiles. But in this one, my old profile before updated, this only has 2 asteroids. So I think it's best to create a brand new profile for this new update when it comes out, and that's what I've done here. So let's check it out, because there are more asteroids when you do that. At least 10. Quite a few asteroids. So yeah, there's asteroids in this game now. Ooh. Anyway, so in the KSP, we now have the amazing ability to time warp. Okay, now this is something I've been waiting for quite a long time. You see, back then, if we ever wanted a time warp to make it daytime, we would have to launch a jet or a rocket and then time warp from there. But now we can time warp from here, nice and easy. As we start the game, we do that and we launch straight into daylight. That's a time saver. It is. All right, so let's go ahead and check out the new parts. There are several new parts. Huge parts, I might add. So if we check out, let's start off with this. So move this up here and we'll start making a nice rocket. So we have these huge parts. Look at this. Look at this. All these parts. New parts. This is a nice booster. Too many parts. That's a lot of parts, right? That's pretty good. So, and if you want to compare these to the Rocketmax fuel tank, just have a look. Rocketmax, new part. Rocketmax, new part. Completely different. And if you even check, where is it? There it is. If you want to check the engine, compare it. The sizes are definitely different. So yeah, this is really good. I didn't expect this. In fact, this new addition to the game, I thought it was going to be a mod pack, and you would have to download it separately to KSP in order to try it, but it's part of the game now, officially part of the game. Unexpected, indeed. So I'm just gonna make a nice rocket. So this is a new decoupler. See that? That's a decoupler, and it's made specifically for these big parts here, because of course they are big, so they're gonna need a bit more of a large ejection force in order to propel things away. Now let's move this up and figure out how to place these things together. Now this here is an adapter, and we can use that to connect these these big parts to this Rocketmax fuel tank or other things. So if I get a decoupler of sort, such as that and like that, and now I go ahead and attach this, I've got a nice rocket, except there's no way to propel it because I have no engines yet. So if I can put that down, put that there, pretty good. It looks good, right? Yeah. I haven't actually tried out these things yet. Well, I kind of have, but not in depth. I guess we will do something with these in a second. So, here's another thing. Here is another thing. Let's put that there for now, and I'll explain what that does shortly. Move this down. Let's get a decoupler. Put that there. Yeah, pretty good. And then a lot of things to do here, right? Oof. Okay, now here's a decision. Big decision right here. What decoupler should I use? Should I use the radial decoupler or the hydraulic detachment manifold? Because these are 2 different sizes. I'm always wondering, which one should I use? And I usually use the small one because it weighs less, as you can see. And let's see how it goes with this attachment. It kind of does look close at the bottom here. I'm worried that that will collide. Okay, well, there's always time for testing. I think it's now. Maybe it's not now, but anyway. Let's get a couple of these. I think, yeah, 4 will do. And I'm not too sure if aerodynamics have been fixed, because they were not working entirely before. Oh, that's interesting. You see, these 4 rockets actually count as one. So you have a look here. When I hover over this is just one rocket. So That's interesting. Yep, okay. I think this rocket is ready. I think. Well, we don't have any wings on it, but is that entirely necessary? Not really, but you know what? There we go, done. And I will name this bin Mark 1, because it's going to explode and then you have to put it in the bin. You get it? That's so logical. Whew, my first kind of official rocket. Well, I haven't used these. Okay, obviously we needed struts. That's the first mistake. Alrighty. Let's figure out the staging. So that goes there. So this here is used for evacuating your amazing Kerbals in this cockpit. For instance, if something bad happens to the rest of the rocket and you want to so desperately save your Kerbals, you essentially have to decouple this and activate that. So this decoupler is right there, so these will all go off at the same time. This rocket here, this engine, let's find out where that's connected. Let's try and get a view. That is connected. Where is that connected? In there. Yeah, okay, so that's not meant to be there. Of course. Put that there, and that's there. Not much preparation. Should have done a bit more preparation. Okay, I can seriously tell there's going to be the problem because we don't have a decoupler. Alright, you know what, let's throttle up slowly. Okay, that's not slow. That's not slow indeed. Ooh, the animation looks pretty good. Look at that. Pretty nice. Pretty good. Okay, so far everything's stable. These are... they've moved in a little bit. They're on a bit of an angle. We seem to be getting a bit of torque. That's a bit of a worry. We have the three stooges along with us today. Bill, Jeb, and I'm assuming that's Bob, but I can't see his name because my recording software is covering that part up. Indeed. Still going straight. It's looking good. 60. This should get us into space, right? Come on. Should. But we want something bad to happen so we can utilize this evacuation system that we have now. We are turning. There's too much torque. I think we needed the SAS. Okay, now it's been a problem to adjust the angle. Too much torque. Okay, eject. Oh, that was pretty good actually. Alright, well these don't need struts. That's good. And as well as that, the KSP team did mention that the rockets are more stable now. So I guess that is a bit more truth to it. That's evidence that they are stable. And I know my adjustment there wasn't the best. Don't worry, don't worry. I don't care. We want something bad to happen so we can test out. I know we're wasting fuel. It's really cool. Really nice. Pretty. Alrighty. That's how we're doing. So wasteful today. Wasting fuel. Yep, goodbye. Whoa. Alright, yeah, whatever. I know we are wasting fuel. This is to waste a bit more. Time up. Spam it. We are completely not efficient today with our orbit. But we have enough fuel, don't we? Full rocket max fuel tank. That is looking good. Alrighty. Come on. Almost there. Oh, in the meantime, slow that down a little bit. The asteroids are here. And I believe there are more asteroids than it appears to be. They seem to spawn at times. I remember seeing more asteroids in a brand new profile I created before this, and I deleted it. Oh, wasteful. Yeah, I'm just wondering what's going on with that. Or maybe we don't get to see all the asteroids. Only ones that are there, and once we, I don't know, connect to them, only then are the new ones viewable, possibly? I don't know. Anyway, so orbit, bad, inefficient, wasteful orbit, and there's enough fuel to go to the moon. Yeah, but we won't be coming back, that's for sure. I'm not gonna bother to go to the moon, but let's instead. Whoa, okay, this is taking a time. This is taking time. We need to burn retrograde. That would do, I think. How's that going? Keep on burning. I know we're a bit off, but I don't care. Yep, looking good. Let's burn a bit more. Whoop. Turn off, throttle up a little bit. How's that going? Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. Time up. Time up, time up. Yep. A bit more time up. Alrighty. Now, so let's imagine that something here smashes for some unknown reason. What you do, okay, we're a bit high up to do this, but yeah, let's just say the re-entry heat, we're using a deadly re-entry mod and this part smashes. So we decouple it, we have to get rid of this and we have to save the Kerbal. So we just press spacebar and that happens. Kind of saved, but doomed because we don't have any parachutes. Wait, there are no parachutes on this, right? That would be useful, perhaps. So as you may have seen, this escape system has like 4 miniature rockets back here. It just temporarily burns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have one up here, right? So 4 to get your rocket away from the Rocket Max fuel tank, and then this one is to kind of change angles and go somewhere else. So it's all about saving the Kerbals now. And I'm wondering if this is actually aerodynamic because it looks like it's got a nose cone. Why isn't it blue? I wonder why. We're clearly gonna die. Yep, dead. Okay, so what I'll do now is go to the tracking station and let me show you how to manage these new asteroids. Alrighty, so all these asteroids, every single one of them have a question mark. You need to track them. We need to know where they are going so that we can attach to them. So the way you do that is you have to go to the tracking station. You click one of these asteroids, whatever one you want. I don't think there's any difference, or possibly there is. Size class D. Okay, so if you want to check the different sizes, you go by the class. So I'm assuming class A is the biggest and class C would be like less than medium, small to medium size. Then we have D. So for this one, I want to track this. So I go down here, bottom left, track object, and now we are tracking into trajectory. Look at that. So if we want to dock to it, we can do so. And it's even got a name. By default, these have different names. I'm wondering who named them. They all have AST next to them, Asteroid, CQK, so many names, and yeah, you can just keep on, obviously Kerbin is not an asteroid. Keep on doing this. Now apparently some of these asteroids are bound to collide with Kerbin, some are made to go past Kerbin. And this one here is going to get an intercept with Kerbin. And look at this. Time warp up here. Time warp feature. That's really cool, right? That's very nice. So useful, even here. I didn't actually notice that until now. Just saying. And you can even delete an asteroid. How impossible. Wait. That's a good question. So let's get this one. Let's delete it. Okay, you can't delete an asteroid, but you can stop tracking it. That's good to know. Hear that, guys? Troubleshooting. Yep, okay. So we are going to go ahead and attach to an asteroid. I'll be pre-recording because I've already done the attachment to the asteroid and done some other stupid things with it. So I'll be right back. Hey guys, well, we're back. Well, that was quick. So again, pre-recording time. Yay! So I did this yesterday, I think, and I was testing out. I went ahead and approached an asteroid, and I learned a couple of things while I was doing so. So we are using the new part known as the claw within the game. Now, this claw does have the opening animation, as you could see just then, but it doesn't have animation that shows the claw actually closing in on its target. I thought that was gonna be included, but no. So, for instance, the Kerbal, if I put the Kerbal close enough, I right-click the claw, I thought that, you know, you'd see the claw animation closing in on the Kerbal, but no. Yeah, if you get close enough and you touch the center of the claw, the Kerbal just gets stuck, like an asteroid. It's Kerbal Asteroid. That's ridiculous, actually. I laughed my head off when I found that, but I mean, that was intentional, right? I know the KSP team did that deliberately. They had to, for sure. And I'm assuming that this claw can be used to kind of dock with other ships. If that's the case, which I haven't tested, but I'm assuming it's true. If it is, then I have a couple ideas, and I can tell you guys what those ideas are now. So let's just say you have a rocket, a jet more like, and you're playing KSP multiplayer, and with the jets you can't really, once you launch it, you can't really restart. So what you can do is you can have like sub-munitions or munitions, like bullets and ammo on the ground, and I'm assuming you could use the claw to grab those bullets and stuff and use them, drop them off, and then go to another area where you have ammo hidden, and you know, use the claw to grab that, and then use those missiles or ammo, bullets, anything like that. So that's what I was thinking would be a quite useful feature for the claw. As well as that, it's good for generally just moving payloads around. I can make something out of that. I'm just trying to figure out what kind of design would be best. I think a VTOL possibly would be the most stable. Maybe a VTOL and just a normal jet integrated. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, just then I was testing out to see if the Kerbal would kind of get pulled into that cover there, but that doesn't happen. I guess the Kerbal was possibly not close enough, was it? Well, he just doesn't get pulled in at all. And again, I was testing it out, and you do need to hit the exact center of the claw. It's got a couple numbers there, actually. I believe it tells you the degrees or something, the angle which you're at. I'm just guessing, but so that's that. And he's stuck again. Asteroid was stuck on the head. Anyway, so we are definitely getting closer to the asteroid. It took maybe 15-20 minutes to do this. So I mean, that's why I'm pre-recording, just, you know, saves a bit of time. I would do a tutorial, but I'm not the best at these tutorials, and you know, sometimes I do things that are incorrect, and so kind of get complaints about that. So that's why I don't do tutorials. I'm sure someone else will have a tutorial, but I don't know, if a lot of people want me to do tutorial this, tutorial that, then I'll do one. If a lot of people, right? If it's only one or two, then that. But several people, like 5 or something, 5 or 6, then yeah, I'll do tutorial. Anyway, so that's the asteroid there. I don't know what size that is. I didn't actually check what class, if it was A, B, C, or D. I wonder if there's an F size class, but I haven't seen one yet. And I read somewhere that you can actually get a Kerbal to get data off the asteroid. I didn't test that out because I was in sandbox mode, but I'm assuming just get the Kerbal, get close enough, and just right click the asteroid, and there you go. You should get some sort of data, which is cool. Really cool. And this is the point where I just crashed into the asteroid. Here's the thing. I've noticed that on most planets, all planets in fact, and moons, if you've ever seen those rocks on the ground, those rocks are transparent. You can actually just walk straight through rocks on the ground. And I wasn't too sure whether this asteroid was going to be kind of transparent as well. So I tested it by crashing the Kerbal into it. That's a good experiment, actually. Very good experiment. And as well as that, here is the thing that I've noticed. Controlling the asteroid once you attach to it is a bit troublesome, because you have just the one SAS trying to control an entire asteroid which has a lot of mass. I don't know how much mass, but it has a lot. You could find out as well. And there we go, we've just docked just then. So it's an issue trying to control the asteroid, and I'm just trying to figure out ways to fix that. Yeah, and once you attach to the asteroid, it works just like docking. Just like docking. And here's the thing. I knew that if I was going to claw a certain part on the asteroid, I'd have to actually be in the center of mass to make sure this asteroid doesn't actually rotate. Right now, it's rotating. The asteroid is rotating. You can see it's sort of moving, right? There's a bit of torque. The reason is because, again, I'm not burning right through the center of mass. Right now, I'm off, way off actually, and that's why it's rotating. The center of mass would be near the center, hopefully, but no, I'm off, as you can see there. And the way to tell what where the center of mass is, essentially, you just, I believe it's right click or left click, and it should say target center of mass. And when you do that, you'll see on your navbar, you will see the target prograde, I believe. It's that that pinkish thing, the pinkish mark on the navbar. That will actually tell you where the center of mass is, and try to get that. There it is, target center of mass. And I fixed it up afterwards. I actually restarted for a second there. I just held down F9 because I had actually saved this before I actually clawed, because I knew something wrong was going to happen. And of course, it's good to experiment before you do things officially. And here we go. This is the part where I was looking. See that pink thing on the navbar? Yeah. After clicking target center of mass, you got to keep an eye on that pinky thing, which is a target prograde, I think. Could be wrong. So there we go. And that's perfectly in the center. And it's an issue with the claw, is that you can't claw something when it's not on the flat surface. And that just then was a flat surface, and we pretty much targeted the center of mass perfectly. So now I've throttled up here, and you can see it's not turning at all, right? Just moving forward perfectly fine. And that works. Awesome. So now, through various magical means, I'm a magician, I have teleported myself all the way to Kerbin. HyperEdit. HyperEdit, for those of you who don't know, is an awesome mod. Good for teleporting ships around without using any fuel. But this was just experimentation, of course. Yes. I didn't say I wasn't going to use cheats in this. When I say I don't use cheats, I don't use cheats. When I don't mention I'm not using cheats, then I'm probably using cheats. But yes, I'm using cheats here. I always tell you guys whether I am or not. So again, here at this point I was trying to figure out how to move the asteroid, and this is where I was having a problem with the SAS, and obviously trying to adjust the position of the asteroid. And I have an idea. You can either have a whole lot of SAS on your rocket that then you attach to the asteroid. That could help, but it probably won't be enough. So I think it might be a good idea to have several rockets, just small ones, with just SAS on, and you claw those all over the asteroid. And I think that might actually work if you have several SAS placed in different spots around the asteroid. That could help you move the asteroid around. I haven't tested it. I don't know if that will work, but I'm assuming it might. So, I don't know. Some of you might have already tested that, so tell me what you know. And look at that. At this point, I was trying to see what would happen when the asteroid collides with Kerbin. I had a couple ideas. Possibly the asteroid would just bounce off the ground or off the ocean or something like that and then float. Maybe. Or it would just disappear, explode. Just disappear, really, like a normal part would. It's unfortunate that that's what's happened. And the other idea was, and this is the part that I like the most, was that the asteroid was going to crash into the ocean, create a tsunami. But, well, that kind of doesn't happen, unfortunately. I wished it would, but that would take a bit of programming to do. So here we go, moment of truth. Dun 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 dun. What? The tiniest splash ever. Anyway, guys, I do hope you enjoyed. Take care. Bye.